He arrived just after noon, when the sun was highest and the air was thick with lavender and salt. His suitcase dragged along the stone path like it belonged here, even if he didn't. He was older. Not old. 30-something, maybe. Tall, tanned, with a cigarette always halfway to his mouth. He was here to help my father with some academic project. I was here to kill time. I remember thinking, I hope he never looks at me the way I look at him, because if he did, I wouldn't know what to do. At dinner, he sat across from me, rolled his sleeves, laughed with his throat. He never looked directly at me, not at first, but once while pouring wine, his fingers grazed mine. It was nothing. It was everything. Later, I found his shirt drying on the olive tree outside, still warm from his body, still smelling like something I didn't understand yet. I pressed it to my face like a drug, then threw it down, ashamed. We didn't talk much at first, but I watched him, every movement, how he walked barefoot, how he swam without splashing, how he smoked like he was thinking of someone else. One afternoon, we played chess on the veranda. It was hot, and I sat in short shorts and nothing else. He stared too long at my knee. I stared back. He said, "Is it always this warm here?" I said, "Not usually. It's just this summer. It's strange." He looked at me like he understood the second meaning, then moved his rook. He asked if I wanted to bike with him to the lake. We went. Didn't talk much. He watched me swim. I watched him dry off. On the way back, I stopped. My leg cramped. He pulled over, said, "Let me help." His hands were on my thigh, firm, still. I didn't breathe. Neither did he. He looked up, and for the first time, he didn't look away. Not right away. That night, after dinner, I couldn't sleep. I walked barefoot into the kitchen for water. He was already there. Just boxers, just skin, just sweat and silence. He poured me a glass, held it out, didn't let go when I grabbed it. He said, "If I told you I wanted something I'm not supposed to want." I said nothing. He said, "Would you tell anyone?" I shook my head. Then he leaned in, not to kiss me, not yet, just to breathe next to my mouth. Like tasting the idea of it. It didn't happen that night, or the next, but tension thickened. He began to touch me more. A hand on my lower back, fingers on my wrist. In the pool, he brushed against me, slowly. He didn't say sorry. I stopped sleeping. Then, one evening, we were alone in the orchard. I said something stupid. I don't remember what. He said, "You drive me crazy, you know that." Then he kissed me, hard, like he was done pretending. We didn't talk after that kiss. But that night, he came into my room, closed the door, didn't ask, we didn't speak, we just breathed. He kissed my chest, my neck, pulled off my shirt slowly, like it meant something. His hands were everywhere, slow, deliberate, trembling. He whispered, "Tell me to stop." I didn't. It wasn't rough. It wasn't gentle either. It was real. Afterward, we lay there. He stared at the ceiling. I stared at him. He said, "We can't do this again." But he came back the next night. And the night after that, days were normal. We didn't look at each other at lunch. We didn't speak when my parents were around. But at night, he was mine. And I was his. For those few hours, the world was quiet. He kissed me like he was starving, held me like I'd disappear. Sometimes he'd cry, not loudly, just quietly, like shame was pressing down on him. I didn't ask why. I think I knew. Tea ended before I wanted it to. His flight was early. I didn't sleep that night. He didn't come. I woke to the sound of suitcases on gravel. I ran out barefoot. He looked at me like he was trying to memorize. I said, "Say something." He said, "If I stayed, I'd ruin both of us." I said, "I'd let you." He smiled. He didn't kiss me, didn't hug me, but he pressed a folded note into my hand. Then he left. The note said, "You'll move on." I won't. I'll remember your skin, your breath, your silence. I'll remember the peaches. Years later, I still dream of that summer. Of him. Of the way he touched me like he wasn't allowed to. Of the way I let him. And sometimes, when I walk barefoot on hot stone, I still feel his hands on my thighs. I still hear his voice in my ear. Don't tell anyone. Just remember, if you like my voice and story, please like this video and subscribe.